Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudy Berry and thank you so much for being here. I am really excited about today's video. As you can see by the title, we are actually going to break down the top 2 new launches in every beauty category, from hair care, body care, fragrance, skincare, and makeup. I've been doing this a little bit on my Instagram and TikTok, but it feels like I don't have enough time to really dive into why I think these are worth your money. And also, I'm only picking one over there. I'm picking 2 per because I feel like there's a lot of good newness out. And pretty much everything I'm not mentioning, it's up to you to decide if you think that it would be worth it. But there are probably, 10 to 15 new launches a month across all the beauty categories, and that's not even considering nails, that's not even considering like some of the more niche items within beauty. But I can guarantee that if you pick up any of these items, I think you will absolutely love them. Obviously with fragrance, it's give and take, but I'm really excited to get into this. So like I said, my name is Rudy. We talk about hair care, skincare, body care, We basically talk about all the categories that we're gonna go through today on this channel. We kind of do old style YouTube videos with newer products. So if that's your vibe, I would love to have you subscribe, and let's get into it. We're going to start with body care because this portion of the video is sponsored by the products that I'm mentioning and by the brand that I'm mentioning. And I don't want you to think that I'm being paid and that I'm choosing these because I'm being paid, because these would have been my choices no matter what. In fact, on TikTok and Instagram, I already talked about how Rich Rinse was my choice of the best new body care product. So I am very happy to be partially sponsored by Hanny. In this video, we are going to be talking about the brand new Rich Rinse body wash and their Splash Salve in Shower body balm. This body wash is so spectacular. This is a hydrating serum body wash. The first time I used this, it literally felt like I was using a thick hydrating serum on my skin that happened to lather. It has this incredible silky thick gel texture to it, and it actually took them 5 years to develop this product because it is that special. It contains 50% less water than your average body wash. It has highly purified glycerin, coconut water, and aloe leaf juice to really hydrate and give you that supple, plump finish to your skin, which I desperately need right now postpartum. My body, my face, everything has never been this dry in my entire life. Coming from oily skin to dry skin, I can say you guys have it worse. Dry skin is worse than oily skin. It is horrible. I'm itchy, I'm dry, my makeup looks bad all the time. I need to be covered in moisturizer 24 hours a day. And using this body wash has actually helped my skin and having to cut down on the constant moisturizer on my body. It also has the classic Hanny Skin scent. Let me read you some of these notes. This is a sparkling palmarosa is the scent title, and it has a mix of rose stems, pink pepper, palmarosa, and a bouquet of flowers: geranium, jasmine, warm amber, and honeywood. Absolutely stunning. This smells very fancy, very hotel, like fancy hotel. To me, this is a unisex scent. Me and my husband both love to use this, and I do find that the scent lingers on the skin in a beautiful way. It's not overly done. If you like a peppery smell, you are absolutely gonna love this. And we have to talk about the Splash Salve as well. This is their in-shower moisturizing body balm. This is the fragrance version. They also have a fragrance-free version, but I will let you know the fragrance version is incredibly light. The scent lingers, but not in an overpowering way. And this is just one of the most unique products I've ever tried. If you've never tried an in-shower moisturizer or body balm, essentially what you do is lightly towel off, or you can decide not to, and you put this directly on wet or damp skin, and it locks in all of the moisture from your shower. You don't have to rinse it off. You don't have to towel it off. And this is what I use in place of doing like a full lotion routine, and I can do it a lot faster because I'm already in the shower. This has that same sparkling palmarosa scent like the body wash. It's going to give you buttery soft skin without the greasy feel and without having to do anything out of the shower. And like I said, postpartum, this was exactly what I was looking for to help cut down on my shower routine. And if you have eczema or sensitive skin, I highly recommend trying the fragrance-free version. Highly recommend you pick up one of these or both. They have a ton of bundles on the website right now as well. So thank you to Hanny for partially sponsoring this video. I love your products. I cannot wait to see what you do next. On the topic of body and scent, let's just go into perfume next. I have a body mist and a full-size perfume. Both are brand new, and I'm gonna start with the body mist. I'm pulling up the notes so that I have them handy. This is brand new from Fleur. I have a review on this collection already on my shorts, but I wanna talk about Island Swim, okay? It has been a while a while since I have really connected with a Fleur body mist. Like, I'm looking at all of my current body mists that I have out. None of them are Fleur. In the winter, I'm a huge cashmere skin girly and caramel skin, but their summer scents I just have not been vibing with. I really didn't love the matcha and berry ones. I did like the vanilla nectar, but that was a while ago. And this launch with Paradise Nectar is really, really nice. I actually have been layering them both, but I think if you're only going to get one, it should be Island Swim. This is a unique take on a summer solar type of scent. If you have beach skin from them, that's like their very coconutty forward, not sunscreeny, but in that sort of vein, sort of summer scent. This is adjacent to that in more of a, I'm walking on the beach, maybe at sunset, maybe there's a bonfire around, maybe I have a little like jacket on. Does that make sense? I was trying to explain that it smells and has the same vibe as Mineral Milk from Dead Cool, which I absolutely love right now. So let me just read you the notes. Top notes are citrus, coconut, bergamot, and orange. The heart notes are ocean mist, blue lavender, and plumeria, which I think is similar to Frisian Panty. And then the base is sandalwood, marine amber, and skin musk. So that same base is very similar to Mineral Milk by Dead Cool, the musk, sandalwood, amber. There's also lavender and marine notes in that. What's gonna add something different in here is the citrus, the bergamot, the orange that gives it a little bit of that more brighter scent. I really like this. I have been drawn to wanting to use this, and I have hundreds of perfumes, okay? It has taken me a lot to want to break out of my comfort perfumes, and this one has done that for me. And like I said, haven't loved a Fleur body mist quite a while, so I'm very happy with this one. And Paradise Nectar, but Island Swim is definitely the standout of the two. The next one is literally brand new from 5 Cents, and this is the scent right there. I was lucky enough to have this and try this for the past couple months. The founder actually sent me a sample of it to test, and I have been wearing it in secret for months. I absolutely love this, and I'm so glad that you guys are finally able to get it. This is their take on a skin scent. It is a apricot skin musk scent, and it is absolutely stunning. Let me look at the actual notes. We have apricot, peony, freesia, amberwood, and skin scents, and that's pretty much exactly what you're gonna get. This is a beautiful, light, floral, fruity skin scent. Like, something about it is so enticing, soft. It smells very fluffy and soft and musky and second skin worthy. If you are looking for more of those skin type scents, I have an entire YouTube video on skin scents. It is incredibly long. I would absolutely add this in here for more of like a nectarine kind of skin scent, like a super sweet, soft, velvety, cloud-like skin scent. It is pretty strong in the freesia. You're gonna get like quite a strong floral and apricot note in there, but as it sits on the skin, it really does start to turn into more of that classic, like, oh, she smells really good. I don't know exactly what that is. I couldn't pinpoint what she's wearing, what kind of scent that is, but up top, it is very floral, very apricot-y, which is so fun. I really love 5 Cents. Happy Tears is an orange blossom scent that they have. In Too Deep is like a really nice vanilla. They do really beautiful scents. If you tend to like the house and you're looking for something that's more like skin forward, try this. And I love the sticker on this one. Like, it's just so beautiful. So highly recommend trying this out if you're like me and you like a skin scent. Let's talk about hair next, because I had a really hard time narrowing down actually which ones I wanted to put in this video, because I've tried a lot of good hair products recently. I tried the Way Hair Balm, which I really like. I just tried the Nueva Sol hair gloss from Playa, which we will talk about this. I think I'm gonna actually put that in a fragrance roundup video because it is a fragrance depositing hair care product. Whatever, it is good, but it has not beat out the two that I want to talk about. I was really excited to see this first one in the mail. This is from Living Proof. This is their Perfect Hair Day Style Refresh Mist. This is what I'm talking about, okay? I have such a problem with restyling my hair second or third day, particularly at this length. Like, I need to get it wet again, basically, to be able to blow it out and get like the perfect little curl and the little blowout look. I can't just do that on straight up dry hair after I've slept on it or whatever throughout the day, worked out. I need something to help with that, but I also don't want to re-wet my hair, put back in a heat protector, like all of that. This does it all in one. So this is actually a heat protector, a reset and restyle hair mist, this for between wash days. So this says revive day 2 hair, revive day 2 plus hair to look and feel like freshly styled hair, release creases, refresh or switch styles, revive curls, and neutralize odor so you can reduce time spent restyling and extend time between washes. Heat protectant up to 450 degrees. Genius! This is a nice mister, okay? It also has a lock on the top. It smells very, very light. It's not over the top, which is good because most likely by the time you put this in your hair, you've had a lot of other products on your hair that are going to make it smell a certain way. Super light, almost scentless, which I really like. It has worked so well for me, particularly with the releasing the creases, because when I go to bed, I either put my hair in a bun on the top of my head or in a banana clip, and I wake up and I have the line. And I just want to do another quick little bob blowout. And this has helped me so much in that area, particularly because I'm going to put heat back on my hair. So it's saving me from having to get in the shower. It's saving me from having to do the wet and then the blow dry. I just put this in, I brush it out, and then you can go back in with either, literally, this is what I've been using. This is from Maine, and I just, after it's dried, just boom. Easy peasy. I love this stuff. I also think that this would be useful to use if you're doing slick backs just to help release any creases. It's so innovative and needed. Needed particularly for people who have straight greasy hair, which was me. And on the opposite end of that spectrum, this is a new product from Chris McMillan, which is sort of a newer brand in general. I have loved almost everything that he has launched. My husband uses his styling like milk basically for his wavy hair. He has a styling wand that's really, really nice, and he has a blowout spray that is amazing. So they just sent me this. This is the Glassy Smooth Hair Oil, and it had sold out the last time that I tried to pick this up. This is in a spray bottle. Hallelujah! Say it with me, hallelujah! Do you know how hard it is to find a hair oil that's in a spray bottle? Why is that? Every single hair oil I know comes in a dropper bottle, which is fine. But it makes it hard to evenly distribute it throughout the hair because you have it on your palms and you're trying to rake it through. Inevitably, the first place you put it is going to hold the most oil. It's hard to get it fully distributed. This solves that problem. And it kind of looks like a perfume sprayer, but it has a really nice mist. It smells really good. I don't want to breathe in the oil. I love that. The only other one that I have is from the Ghost Oil from Verb, and that's actually in an aerosol can, which makes it even easier than this kind of spray. But I love this. I love that it's in a glass bottle. This is also a heat protectant hair oil. So again, similarly, like you could use these together, which I did today. I used this while it was damp, and then I used this on top before I did my little blowout routine. This also smells so, so good. They actually have the notes of this product on Spotify. Bergamot and Bays Road Accords blends with a trio of vanilla orchid, orange blossom, and jasmine. Santal and tonka bean at the base. It's very warm, it's very vanillic, and it's beautiful. Like, if you want your hair to smell really fancy and good, this is the place to do it. Chris McMillan is really doing great stuff. I'm really happy to see it. And I think it makes sense because he's an amazing hairstylist. He's actually the one who did the Leslie, what's her name? Leslie Bibb? Her little bob. You know, the little, what were they calling that little bob? Let me look this up. The cunty little bob that she had on White Lotus. Literally, if you put in Leslie Bibb bob, it comes right up. Right up. The cunty little bob. The cunty little bob. That was his work, okay? And now I have a cunty little lob, so I will be utilizing his products for it. Thank you so much. All right, let's talk about skincare. Crazily enough, both of my products are SPFs, okay? I might count them as one and share one other thing. Is that allowed? Okay, let's talk about it. First up is the brand new reformulated Summer Fridays Shade Drops, okay? I haven't talked about the fact that this happened because I was really scared and I was really sad. The original Summer Friday Shade Drops are one of my favorite SPFs of all time. This was a Berry Best Award winner. It is the most beautiful, milky, thin, mineral SPF you will ever try that gives you the most beautiful glow to the skin and dries down while still leaving you hydrated. Amazing for oily skin. Like, I continually recommend this for oily skin, but it is an SPF 30. The new one has been reformulated and has been updated to SPF 50, and that's not the only change in here. Obviously, by including it in this video, I'm telling you I really like this. The change works really well for me. It's not gonna work that well for everyone, so let me explain. They have updated it to SPF 50 by adding titanium dioxide to this formula. So now it's not only a zinc oxide based formula, it is zinc and titanium dioxide with more zinc than titanium dioxide, but almost equal. It still has the vitamins and antioxidants that the original does, but it is going to be more emollient and more sticks to the skin than the original. This one dries down very, very quickly. It almost feels like you have nothing on your skin. This is going to stick on the skin quite a bit more and give you that plump, glowy feel. I really like that because, like I said, my skin is super dry right now, so I need all the help I can get. But I don't think you're gonna notice a huge difference between the two unless you are someone who has extremely dry or extremely oily skin. I have on the original on this side and the newly formulated on this side. They both worked beautifully under makeup. I do think the only people who are not going to like this are people who have extremely oily skin. They're gonna be sad about this change. But if you didn't like it because you have drier skin, try the new formula and I think you will be pleasantly surprised. And in the same vein, I wanted to talk about the new Bare Minerals Bare Skin Daily Dewy SPF 30. This is looking quite similar to me. Look at that. They both have the sun. Like, they're giving similar vibes. They both have the dropper top that they're not the same. They're definitely not the same, but I just am noticing sort of like a pattern here when it comes to sunscreens. And it's interesting because this kind of sunscreen, like the thin formula, used to only be for chemical sunscreens, and now these mineral sunscreens are starting to get better and better and starting to thin out and feel more like that serum consistency, which is what I really like. So the reason that I love this one so much is that not only is it lightweight and sheer like the Summer Fridays one, but it's tinted. This is in the shade Sheer Medium, and this is my perfect shade. They also have a light and a deep and a translucent shade, but medium literally blends into my skin perfectly and it leaves a really nice, healthy glow. It kind of reminds me of the Ilia skin tint without the stink, okay? The Ilia skin tint smells so bad, so bad. This one has no smell, but leaves that same glowy, dewy finish to the skin. It sits beautifully under makeup. It doesn't pill. It just adds a little bit of radiance to the face, and this is 100% mineral with zinc oxide as the active ingredient. So if you're looking for a tinted sunscreen to wear day to day, this is a great option. The little extra that I wanted to add is kind of a skincare, kind of a makeup. This is the Kulfi Kili Glow Mist. I really, really like this. So the claim on this is that it melts powder and moisturizes your skin for a seamless finish and radiant glow. I would agree. I absolutely love this. This is very similar kind of to the Beekman 1802 milkshake in the fact that it's bi-phase. So there's a water phase that gives intense moisture and makeup melding property, and an oil-based phase to add a radiant glow. Again, very similar to the milkshake. But I think that there is slightly less oil in this than the milkshake. So glycerin, panthenol, squalene, which is the oil in this, which is the same as the milkshake. And I think that I like that it has just a tad bit less oil than the milkshake because I find it a little bit easier to set my makeup with this and still get the glow. Whereas the milkshake, I prefer to use it more as like a refresh spray or when I'm doing just more of like skincare days. This I actually think will give you a glow without sort of melting your makeup off. Not to say that the milkshake does that, but you know what I mean? Like anytime you're putting oil on your face, you have that chance, but like look at that glow. It is really, really beautiful. And that's without any, you know, shimmer or glitter, which I hate and like to stay away from. So if you are someone who's looking for something to give you a natural glow to the skin, it has a very, very light fragrance to it. Let me see. I can barely even tell what the fragrance is. My baby just got home, so if you hear a little baby going wah 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 in the background, you know why. All right, last but not least, let's cover some new makeup launches. We've got some good stuff for the summer, you guys. I wanna start with something I haven't talked about yet because I literally just got them last week. These are the new Summer Fridays Bronzer Butter Balms. They're gorgeous. They're really, really good. They are exactly what I thought they would be. So I actually kept 3 shades because I literally could not figure out which one would be the best for me because I think all of them would work for me. So this one is in the shade Dune, which is what I've been using. It's like a nice neutral brown. This one is in Clay, which is actually what I have on right now, which is more of a warm tone brown. And then the deepest one that I kept is in Desert, and this is also warm toned that I really, really like. So I will show you all of them again. I'm still trying to figure out which one works the best for me. So we have Clay, Dune, and Desert. And again, I'm wearing Clay today, which I think is the second lightest shade. These are exactly what you would think from Summer Fridays. If you liked the Blush Butter Balm, I think you'll like this, but you actually might like it more or less depending on your preferences. So I really liked the Blush Butter Bombs, but I did feel like they were a little bit thin and they kind of didn't last on the skin because of that. But I do like them. I don't reach for them as much as some of my other cream blushes. I feel like the bronzer has a little bit more to it. It's not as glowy as the blush. It's like right in the middle where it is not too glowy, not too matte, not too satin, not too anything. It's not too pigmented. It's not too sheer. It's just literally like easy peasy middle of the road bronzing balm. If you like cream bronzers in general, I think you will like this. I don't think that you can mess it up, genuinely. It's the kind of cream bronzer for people who like an everyday look. I don't think that it's for like a full beat kind of person, but you know what? I saw Michaela Nagara do a review on it and she loved it, so maybe it is. I do think that there is no real person who wouldn't like these. They're very inoffensive. They work very well. And I'm happy with them, which is why I wanted to include them here because I will be reaching for these all summer long because I just don't want to think about it. I just want to throw it on and go, and that is what that is giving. Another product that I have been like excited to use every time I see it, and I talked about these in my last video, but I still think that these are the best launch that this brand has done in a really long time. These are new from Kosas. These are their Impressionist sticks. I have them in 3 shades and they are absolutely stunning. So I have the shade Nuance on right now, and I can add a little bit more just to show you. So these are a cream blush in a stick, and it's showing up a little bit more pink than it actually is. It's quite a neutral shade. Oh, that's Muse, that's why. I was looking at the wrong shade. I was like, why does this look so pink? Okay, sorry. The shade Nuance. This is what I have on today. This is like a neutrally beigey pink, and I've really been into that kind of shade recently. Like, think of Bespoke from Merit, like how it's just that sort of nice beige blush. A boring blush, if you will, is what this is giving, but it's stunning, stunning. And I have a video coming up where I'm going to compare the Kosas blushes, these to House Labs and Rhode. Moral of the story is they're similar in finish, but I actually find that the Kosas blushes last longer on the skin than the House Labs by like a lot, but they do have a similar consistency to Rhode, but in my opinion, slightly less pigmented. So to me, it's really about like finding shades that work for you within these different cream blush lines and sort of what your longevity level is that you're looking for. If you want something that has good pigment, a glowy finish without any shimmer, lasts on the skin, and has really unique and beautiful shades that I think will flatter a number of skin tones, pick these up, specifically in the shade Surreal for deeper skin tones and Nuance for lighter skin tones. Like, they are absolutely beautiful, and I'm just so excited to see Kosas coming out with banger products. Do you hear my kid screaming? Screaming bloody murder. In a fun way. He's reading a book with his father. Let me know if you guys liked the style of this video. I feel like my YouTube followers are like true beauty lovers. You guys just like all facets of beauty. So I'm happy to kind of break down all of those different categories every month and talk about what I think are the best of the best. I am looking at a pile of new fragrances from Beekman 1802, Valentino Beauty, Huda Beauty, Calvin Klein. There's so much newness. Let me know if you want a full fragrance breakdown video. I got a really good response on my skin sense video, so I want to do more fragrance on this channel if you guys are up for it. And also, quick little plug that I haven't said anything about since it happened. I started a podcast. Yeah, because I'm crazy. I'm a new mom, and what time do I have to start a podcast? But essentially, I just felt like I had more to say outside of my reviews and like talking about makeup itself. I want to talk more about the industry and talk about the big players in the game, talk about what it's like to be a creator full-time, talk about my interests and more about me and my personal life. And I just felt like I didn't want to force the people who are on my page to learn more about makeup and beauty to absorb all of that. So I will have my channel linked down below. It's called Still Getting Ready. It's the Still Getting Ready podcast on Spotify and YouTube. I'm working on getting it on Apple Music now. But yeah, the first episode's already out, and we talked about what it's like being a creator at my size. We talked about the James Charles scandal. We're talking about the Opiccola brand from Olivia Jade, and then just random things like Mount Everest. So if you're into that and you want to learn more about me, or you're interested in the creator and the beauty industry economy, please join me on the Still Getting Ready podcast. We should have weekly episodes out. I'm very, very excited for it. Like, truly cannot wait to record our next episode. I think I'm gonna have Reed on as an interviewer to talk about the business side of the creator economy, and he is my business manager. So it will be very formal, very intense. Thank you again to Hanny for sponsoring a portion of this video. Definitely check them out, especially if you tend to like the same things as me when it comes to body care or scents. Really, really beautiful stuff. I can't wait to see what they do next. And I will see you guys in the next video really soon. Bye.